Running costs of properties. What can we expect to pay here on another bite-sized Sean? This is an interesting one, isn't it?
Well, it is, isn't it? Because it's so variable, and it depends very much on where your property is, in which municipality. But we're talking about, first of all, utility bills. So your standard electricity bill, your water bill. It's not really mains gas here, is there?
No, but if you buy the bottled gas, it's quite cheap, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It comes to it, but yeah.
But in terms of communities of apartments, normally it's electricity and water. Water, bizarrely, considering that we have the odd drought here, it's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where they get it from, but it comes in.
Yeah, I think someone's getting my bills.
Right. So what can we expect? Go on.
Because I had a water problem, didn't I? Remember I had a water leak.
Yes.
Oh my God. So I moved into my house in Montemayor about 3.5 years ago, and the first bill I got, water bill, considering I come from an apartment where your water bills are like €15 a month or something. What? 1,500 for the quarter? And I was like,
that's a lot.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
There's only two of us. And we had a leak, but it wasn't where we thought it was, because most people think it's your swimming pool, don't they? That, there's a leak in your pool. Anyway, it took about 10 different companies, and it was our friends Rebecca and Christian who basically just worked it out, like, well, that is connected to that, and since then our water bills are like €100 a quarter.
Now I don't have a water bill.
Oh wait, you've got a bit of root.
Now, if you're lucky and live in the hills, sometimes you get a borehole or a well. I know. There's a borehole.
That sounds a bit like ooh.
I know. So we are sort of just in the hills, so we're not mains connected. The advantages are no water bill. The disadvantages are if it gets a bit low in the water.
I was going to say, what happens if your borehole dries up?
Well, if your borehole dries up, you're going to have to get something shipped in and filled up. It's you can buy the trucks coming with water.
Oh, that sounds a bit.
No, I'd say pay the water bills. They're not too bad.
Pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
Well, what about electricity?
Oh, well, it's another one for you here, isn't it? Now, our electricity bill. I'll give you an idea. We have got a 4 to 5.
You're actually paying bills.
Yes, 5-bed villa, but we only use 4 of the bedrooms.
Okay.
Not the 5th one; it's too small. And we've running air conditioning, pool pumps, and things like that. There's a few extra things going on in the Spanish house because you've got the extra things going on, haven't you? You've got your swimming pool and everything. Now, I pay on average about $250 a month for electric for a 5-bed.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it does go up in the height of summer.
What? Because you got your aircon on.
Because you got the aircon on, so it might go up to maybe 380, 400. Now, what I've noticed in Spain as well, I don't know if you're the same as me on this one, with our bills, January, February seem very high, and then it seems to go okay for the rest of the year. I don't know why.
Is that because they're estimating your reading?
It might be that, but also on our app with Endesa, for example, we have a happy day. It's called Happy Day, and it means that we get free electric for one day of the week on a chosen.
Do they tell you when Happy Day's coming?
You can choose it.
Oh, wow.
So we chose a Sunday.
What?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Anyway, there we go. So that's that. So what about you? Because you have got the highest electric bill. I think I don't know what you're doing in that house.
I've got a story about electricity. So this house, again, moved in 3.5 years ago, and we were used to coming from electricity bills of €120 a month for an apartment, which is kind of about what it should be. So this lovely villa, probably similar size to your house, and right. The problem we have is that we heat the pool 24/7. Well, apart from in the middle of summer, but so in the winter it's just on all day.
I know. It's
and the heat pump in the pool just eats electricity, doesn't it?
Right.
We also have 2 electric cars.
Right.
So we charge those.
Now, I was told that doesn't cost a lot for the car. I reckon it's your pool. So I reckon you should get solar on that. Get solar on that.
Listen to this. So our electricity bills, the maximum we ever spent was $1,700 a month.
Oh,
which is a lot of money, isn't it?
Isn't it?
And it did start to come down because we sort of started to get control of the house. And now we switched providers. So we went from Endesa to Ghana. Energía or something. Anyway, we went to like a price comparison site in Spanish, and we got onto a new contract. Now our electricity bills are between $450 and $600 a month.
That's better.
That's much better, isn't it?
Fantastic.
And do you know what? Yeah, I know it's more expensive than yours and more expensive than most people's, but at least I feel I'm not being ripped off.
Yeah.
And I'm running a heat.
And actually, some people could argue and say, well, why on earth are you heating a pool? Well, if that's what you want to do and you like
Leave me alone.
Yes, exactly. So if you're running things like that, it's going to cost a little bit more. If you're running air conditioning, of course.
We have the aircon on all day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
on low.
But it's only a few months of the year anyway, isn't it? So that's the key thing. So electric, we've got water. What other costs are we looking at there?
As my good friend Martin Smith said to me, he said, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't have bought it. You don't know why I've said it in that.
That was extremely northern.
He's not northern, he's from the Midlands. But, you know, he basically, when we bought this house and we were complaining about the bills over dinner at Puente Romano one night, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't have bought it. Which is good.
No, that is true. So we've got other things. And
Water, electricity,
right.
You're not paying any bills, and I'm paying your bills, aren't I?
I think I've done something there, obviously. But also there's a couple of other things which do surprise me, which are amazing. Certainly if you live in like somewhere like Benevis, which is
this is where you get the difference.
Yeah, but it's still good value, isn't it? Living here, I think, is brilliant. So one of the things is Basura, which is obviously the rubbish collection. In Benevis and even some of the other areas, it's so cheap, isn't it? Everyday rubbish collection. What are we looking at?
Well, we pay in Benavis a flat €18 a year.
€18 for the
You
year.
can't be paying them, can it?
I don't know what it is. It's amazing.
What you have to remember about the rubbish collection here in Spain, it's not like in the UK where I think they've gone down to like, is it once a fortnight?
I think it is, yeah. And you've got different bins.
Yeah, but our bins, we fill them up in 24 hours.
Every day they have to collect. Apparently, though, this is due to the heat and everything else like that.
You don't want chicken entrails left out, do you, in the 35-degree heat?
No, exactly. And they collect them early morning, don't they? Sometimes late at night. But it's done every day. And Benevis is subsidised. I know Marbella is a little bit more, but it's not much more.
It's about 180. It's 10 times more.
It's great. Yeah, I mean, it's great still.
It's still good, isn't it? For the service you get, it's amazing.
Yeah. The other thing, which is really, really important, we spoke certainly with a lot of American and Canadian clients, etc., is what we call IBI.
Yeah.
So what is IBI? Short and really.
IBI is like a town hall tax. So it's for you living in your municipality. You're paying towards the upkeep of the municipality, the services, the town hall, all those things that the town hall provides. So yeah, it's an important tax. You pay it once a year, and you can set up direct debits with the lawyers to make sure you don't miss any payments. And again, it depends on the municipality. Generally, they've kind of brought them more into line now. It depends on the size of your house and the cadastral value of your house. The cadastral value is the rateable value, I would say. So it's always a lower amount than the purchase price. We pay, oh gosh, I don't know how much we pay. About €1,000.
Yeah, we're about 600, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Apartments, it's normally a couple of hundred. So yeah, it's manageable, and it's paid once a year.
And again, that's the Benevis area, so slightly less.
Yeah.
We do get a lot of help in that.
Yeah.
But other areas, it's still compared to the US and things, percentage.
The Americans come here and go, Jesus, they can't believe how cheap it is. And the other thing they can't believe is the what they call the condo fees, which is what we call community fees, which is the last sort of running cost. And we've done a separate video about community fees because it's quite a big area. And the community fees are basically, again, it's paying your contribution of the shared services. So it might be an apartment block or development. It might be that you've got a villa, but you're also part of a bigger community like I am at Montemayor, and you pay your share towards the upkeep of the communal facilities, the resorts, the resort amenities, the security, the administration. If you've got any tennis courts or communal pools, lifts, elevators, all those sorts of things. And that can vary massively depending on what goodies you have on your urbanization.
Yeah.
The biggest one that alters it most is security. So if you imagine you're wanting 24-hour security, effectively you as a community are paying for 3 people's salaries, 3 8-hour shifts. And that can be quite a lot if there's only 10 of you.
Yeah.
If there's 100 of you or 200 of you, that cost becomes diluted. So that's why sometimes you see community fees and think, why is that so much more expensive than that one? Sometimes it can be because the community is really badly run and they're repaying debts. So you have to check that out. Normally a good agent will know if they'll see it and go, hang on, that doesn't seem right. And they'll check it out for you. And a lawyer will also do the same. But just something to bear in mind.
Yeah. And we can see community fees anywhere from 150 up to over 1,000, can't we? Or sometimes more. It depends where you go.
Yeah.
But
I would say if you're spending something like 300, 400,000 on an apartment, then generally speaking, your community fees should be in the range of sort of 250 to 350, 400 euros a month.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. So always good to know that the running costs, isn't it? Of course, it does vary, but also always do your research. So you might find somewhere that you really love. And then you might think, well, actually, the running cost here with the community and everything, it's always worth having a look at, and budgets as well, isn't it? But I think,
Yeah, I mean, also when a vendor lists a property, they have to give the agent the information. So they have to tell the agent what those fees are: the community fees, the IBI, the Basura. They have to provide receipts of their last payments. So any agent that says, "Oh, don't know," well,
find another agent.
find another agent, and find another person.
But all in all, I think it feels to me, since I've been living in Spain, it seems a very, very good value way of living, isn't it? It's cost effective, I think, with the monthly costs and things like that, compared to the UK, in my view, from what I've experienced before.
If you can't afford it, don't buy it.
There we are. Good stuff. Until the next bite size from Sean and myself. It's bye for now.